Despite being up there in the Premier League, Liverpool have started a little rough, eventually falling to the hands of Crystal Palace for a Premier League defeat, before Galatasaray in the Champions League, and after splashing the cash on the likes of Florian Wirtz in the summer, Liverpool need a rebuild, because Slot probably can't believe what he's seeing. Players getting sent off for taking their tops off, which as a high-level pro is just mental. And today, Slot's got to get Liverpool working quickly with the pressure of the spending and take Liverpool to being the best team in world football. As yes, people, there's the mascot. Here we go with Liverpool. It is our third huge rebuild behind United and behind Chelsea. A team I was very negative on and I kind of regret, as the lineup has even got Florian Wirtz on the bench and Isak, as we have started differently here, not using live points. But there is something I need to change about this. We are starting from the start of the season, but we have a checklist for Liverpool. To make them the best club in the world, we need to complete some of the best objectives. And as you can see, the first one on this list is usually the one we have second, which is to win 3 trophies, and I am not counting one we can win in the Community Shield, because in real life we know Crystal Palace did beat Liverpool. So 3 trophies, not counting the Community Shield if we win it, which maybe makes you think, Max, why didn't you go ahead and use life points? Well, A, because I wanted all the signings here from the start of the season, and B, because it makes it harder because Liverpool are still, I believe, second in the Prem. I haven't checked right at this moment, and we do get free reign over this team, as we've got Salah now at 33, Szoboszlai in the cam position, finally getting to play there, but I am going to make 2 initial changes. Like so, Florian Wirtz and Alexandra Isak into the Liverpool lineup. Now we could work on signings, because we technically can sign in this window, and we can recall plenty of players out on loan, but I do want to look at the youngsters here, because Rio Naguma, he's just come through after, I believe, being in the Chelsea academy, scoring against Newcastle to win them a game where they kind of looked down and out of it. And another rule I'm making about this rebuild is for the Champions League finale, Rio Nguma must be in the Liverpool squad, and he can be on the bench, but we do really want him in that starting 11, meaning loan listing him and loaning the other youth players is crucial to our success, as I probably make 1 signing in this first window with 107 million, and we are sterling finally, not in dollars. With the aims of this first season to win every single cup competition, we enter, and I think there's only one way to do it, and that is hire the defensive approach to make sure we're battering teams, and the tactic we have gone for is this one. Making sure we get very high up the field, as is this first season loan for Rio. Leeds United we've got him out to, who are a Premier League club, and they don't have another left mid, only right mids in this starting 11. Our entire squad, scrap that. He may actually get played at United, which is great stuff, but now we need to make a signing to prepare for this first game against Palace. And speaking of Crystal Palace, one big transfer that broke down in the summer that was destined to happen, and I think still will do, it's Mark Gurhey, the right-footed centre-back. From the club, he's got plenty of play styles, he's got that 83 defending, and with Konate being rumoured to be a bit slow starting this season, I won't lie to you, I put live points off to get started with this man, because I feel like it was a really missed opportunity that Liverpool had to get through, and hopefully does get some game time, as I have tried to put him into the starting 11, as I would love this man to be better than Konate, but I don't think it's possible. He's still rating lower, or is 85 what Ibu is? I don't know. He has that strong weak foot, and then Konate is actually 87, so Konate is probably starting next to VVD, who's now an 88. Him and Mohamed Salah we've got to keep our eye on, because he's a 90 as well. He has gone down, but Wirtz and Isak have gone up. Same as Alisson by 2, and the goals definitely haven't slowed down. Mohamed Salah with 42. We've got Isak 31, Cody Gakpo 22, and Rio getting 6 on his first loan deal, now 17-year-old, 75 rated. Have we got the next Lamine Yamal here with the red men at Anfield? I don't know, as my next thought was to actually replace Cody Gakpo, but then we have Hugo Ekitike, my side project, at a left mid, if he was to get played there, but Gakpo's done brilliantly on his own, and this team is goddamn brilliant. We've got Milos Kerkez to an 85. Another player I thought about replacing, we've got Jeremy Frimpong Jong, who has suffered an injury. Salah obviously going down, same as Van Dijk, but I don't want to get rid of the two. On the bench, Ekitike hasn't got much game time. Endo is the weakest. Then again, we've got a youth player in Bashetic who can just step up at 21. This Liverpool team look like seriously the best team on planet football. Maybe Real Madrid come a little bit close, as there's Mohamed Salah winning the Player of the Year. As could he win the Player of the Year worldwide in the Ballon d'Or, as we've got 4 players in the team of the season, including Isak up top. However, Mohamed Salah is on top, and then on assists, he's second to Gibbs White. With Aston Villa second to us, Liverpool only suffered 1 defeat. No life point interruptions, 99 points in our first season. Means Arnie Slot won't get 100, he's not Centurion, but he's another Prem winner. And let's not lie, despite a rough start, it's definitely something they could do still in real life. If they click very, very soon, we are not counting that Community Shield. Meaning 2 trophies yet to win, but we're going to scrap that and just say we need the 1, because the FA Cup's won as well. So that is 2 out of 3. I thought it was going to be a struggle one, but we're definitely not struggling because the Carabao Cup as well. We've gone ahead and beaten Arsenal 3-1, meaning Liverpool 3 trophies. First objective ticked off straight away. However, the Champions League wasn't won. It's a victory for defensive football. No offense to Atletico Madrid fans. I'm only joking, as if you do want an athletic build or anybody else, or you're excited for this video, make sure you click the subscribe button. What a glorious first season, as I've only checked on Rio, who was out on loan. We've got Tsimikas back, Kumas, Jarios, Harvey Elliott. How did I forget about Harvey Elliott? McConnell was at Ajax, but Nguma I want to get on the bench. And that might be at the falter of Chiesa, who I know is loved by Liverpoolian fans. And now, in this first team, Cody Gakpo, like I said, was the one I was always watching. Milos Kerkez is only 22. Again, he's one in real life I do think hasn't stepped up. Same as Florian Wirtz, just yet. I'm definitely not saying they're washed. There is time to grow as a team, and I'm confused with signings as we've got £203 million. And we've unlocked a new objective. That first one's going to be ticked off, with the second one being win the Premier League, and then you might know what the final one is, but yeah, we've got to have Rio growing as well. We don't want to stop that, but we want to win a title, which we've already done, and that should be repeatable, as now I want to focus on, I know some of you guys like to call me in the comments the age police with how I don't like the veterans, but I want to youthen up this team, so Alisson might just have to go for now. Not getting rid of Mo and Virgil, because I do want to just bring our second goalkeeper through in the 25-year-old Jorginho Mamadashvili. I think his first name's Jorginho. A superhero in foot for me, so I'm going to bring him into the starting 11. Take the congestion in the squad down in the goal, leave us with 1 quality goalkeeper. However, we also have too many cams, so Curtis Jones leaves Liverpool. Trey Nioni picks up another loan, a 2-year to Cologne. And also Luis Kumas. It's his turn to go to Leeds. That only being the start of the movement, however. As you can see, Rio's gone on loan to Tottenham. Big move for him, same as Harvey Elliott and Dominic Szoboszlai. Getting rid of a lot of cams around the team. We've got Alisson going to Chelsea. Yes, a rival when we need to win the league. Same with Gomez to United. Didn't actually see myself accept that one. I feel dirty doing it at Liverpool, but we do have better centre-backs here ourselves. And now we need to sign more players, including a potential cam, or we could change Hugo Ekitike there. 86 pace, 90 dribbling, and his shooting isn't above 80. I'd say leaving a striker to actually sign. Yes, Isak's going to be our starter, but down here on the bench, we've gone thinner and thinner on some numbers, leaving that position open, as one thing we haven't checked in this save as well is our youth academy. I haven't touched it and it doesn't look good. Don't think I'm going to be using these. We've got good youth players as it is, and I'm just hoping this season Rio gets a big increase and comes back next year to win that Champions League with Liverpool. We could complete this rebuild in 3 seasons. What a record that would be, as well as striker, we do need a GK. With Alisson leaving, it's actually nice that we don't have to go for a first choice. And Noah Atubolu, a German 24-year-old. He looks decent in-game face, and I did want to sign a German to this squad to maybe help Florian Wirtz settle a little, like he needs to in real life. And yes, technically a big downgrade, but I don't see it as that at all, as now a shuffle around on the bench. Endo will not be our backup striker. Don't worry about it. We're going to go in for another forward man this year from La Liga, as I just need to keep scrolling down to find him. There we go, Georges Mikataudze, the Georgian. With Mamadashvili already being here, Georges will be another class addition, albeit on the bench as he's took his Georgian friend's place because Mamadashvili was the backup goalkeeper. Now there's a new Georgian backup in town. And here's me skipping to November expecting Salah to win the Ballon d'Or with the amount of goals he scored. But it's somehow gone to Alexandra Isak. And no life points again. What is going on with this rebuild? I can tell you what, the team is getting stronger. Virgil van Dijk now an 87 overall, meaning Konate is now replacing him. We've got Konate and Gurhi with Kirkes. It just looks like we've stole half of the Premier League. With our now Ballon d'Or winning winner, Isak. Of course he's a winning winner. What a stupid thing to say, and what a stupid thing I haven't done. Changing Ekatike to a cam, but then again, do we want to do it? Yes, we've just signed Georges, but he already could be a third choice option here. Due to the growth in Harvey Elliott, we've got Dominic Szoboszlai not growing at Real Madrid with, you know, the traitor, Trent. Nioni's gone up, and then we've got to find the young kid, Rio Nguma, now 79 at 18, the world's best potential. Making me think, if I do recall him, does he get a little bit of a spike? Yes, he does, now to an 80. He's going to be in the team next year, potentially replacing Chiesa, who's got game time. So me controlling Arne Slot has given more opportunities. He's been in my Champions League squad, and this rebuild, I shouldn't call a rebuild. I should just call it a takeover, but you know I like to call my vids rebuilds anyway. I see you guys in the comments, and we did suffer more draws, but it is only one defeat again, and now we have won that Premier League title with Liverpool. With a Community Shield to go with it, we can count this one, but like this and like the Ballon d'Or, I like to keep them at the cabinets, just because I don't see them as major trophies. FA Cup goes to Manchester City, and Carabao goes to us, so we can add another shiny trophy, and we can go back to the contract, as now we only have that Champions League to win. I'm not counting this season, so if we've won it in this year, yeah, it won't be counting. And we finished behind Fenerbahce. Liverpool obviously rocked in real life by a Turkish club, but that was Galatasaray in the league phase in real life as we beat Dortmund. However, suffered defeat to Marseille, 4-3 on aggregate. With this team, seriously, how can we lose with the 90 overalls? Shocking, but it shows you that anything is possible here in career mode. As that final minimum, then we've got to win the game as I'm up in the difficulty to £54 million. That is a lot for Liverpool. And another thing, no one expected event despite it being on medium instead of low. Genuinely, last year, not even one, not even an injury 50-50 clash. That seems to be the thing that always pops up as Florian Wirtz now higher rated than Isak. I actually didn't look at his goals last year. Stupid of me. Should have done. We'll see if he gets that Ballon d'Or again. We've got Jeremy Frimpong as a brilliant right back. Fits our style of play. Cody Gakpo. Maybe we try and sell him to risk Rio Nguma starting. Now he's 80 rated, but only 18. And he's only been on balance because we've been loaning him out, so we haven't had to train him. He's agile with 80 dribbling. He's got 97 goddamn pace. One still for the future, and that's the only bright light if we don't win the UCL this year. He's going to get into the team, and Mohamed Salah going down on the right. Maybe Nguma could change to a right-hand sided player to take over Mo. Once he's gone, as Dominic Szoboszlai on the bench, and Nguma and Bajcetic. Van Dijk, I don't want to replace. Atubolu the same. This looks good. Don't know how I feel about Joe Gomez being in the reserves though, because he did make that move to United, and we've got a better young prospect in Leone. Unfortunately suffered a bad injury. My thoughts and prayers go out to him. And he does have bags of potential. 6'5". He's been on my loan list since season 1. And now finally gets his move, as I don't know who to move for myself. Maybe we just leave it at one outgoing. Leone goes to FC Nantes. Then again, making no signings in a window really doesn't sit well with me, especially with the aim to win the biggest competition, so I might just gamble on a CDM again and follow the pattern of players going from Southampton to Liverpool, with Shea Charles looking a good option for that CDM position. Once we change him up, as he's cost quite a few pretty pennies, especially for a man who's come from the Championship and will go to CDM. man. And now here come the messages. Homesick immediately after about a month of simming, so I'm going to have to give him some time off. And at least a month later, we can change him immediately to a CDM, which does take his rating up. And I don't know how I keep missing the actual ceremony. It doesn't pop up, but we do have a back-to-back Ballon d'Or winning Isaac. And he's part of a team that goes back-to-back Premier Leagues. First, 83 points. We did take 5 defeats this time. As I'm interested who we lost to. We lost to Arsenal 1-0. I see a defeat in there to Aston Villa. Dodgy business. We should be winning those kind of games. But I guess you can't win them all. And this is the team at the moment. We've got an 87 Salah now. By far, weirdly enough, the lowest after one of our new signings and one of the new signings before we started this save. And then on the bench, okay, Mikataudze's down, Ekatike's up. Not in rating, just in stature in my squad list. So Bosloy's there, and Guma is 19 now, only +2 with Charles 84. And good potential of his own, as I don't think this will increase Rio, but we can change him to a right mid to replace the fleeting Salah, the Liverpool icon, obviously, who we do want to keep going here. And it's a good job we've changed Rio now, because there's no way touching Cody Gakpo. 42 goals takes him to a 90 overall. We've got Isaac 26, Salah 14. Wirtz finding his feet a bit. Has he made it into the team of the season? No, he has not. But we've got plenty of players in there for winning the league. Cody Gakpo, the player of the tournament, and we do win the Community Shield before not winning the FA Cup. Cardiff beating Sunderland on penalties. I don't mind that though. It's interesting to see. As in the Carabao, that's more intriguing though. Winning it again. Liverpool just love their trophies, as there's only one trophy we need, and we didn't do well in the league phase of the Champions League, exiting in the round of 16 to Atletico Madrid. Now, surely they've won this before in this save. They cannot be rocking with Simeone. He's got to be sacked here, as I'm going to check the managers. Well, we've got someone going to Crystal Palace, someone new going to Leicester City. Glasner's been sacked. Pellegrini's been on the move here. However, no sign of them there. And we can actually check managers in the Premier League. Chelsea with someone new. Brighton with Valverde. Eddie Howe's at Everton. He's usually gone to Liverpool. But we're coaching Liverpool. Moisey at Newcastle. Alonso at Man City. Company was at Arsenal. An Arsenal that stupidly has activated, I think it's Harvey Elliott's buy-on clause that I didn't take out of his contract, hence why he's not down here. As Leone's come back from his loan, but I don't think he's going to make the team. Signing-wise, only Salah to replace, but I do want to replace him with our youngster. Rio is up and coming, so Rio will stay around when maybe Van Dijk doesn't. He's now 36. I hate to say it, but in order to win that Champions League, we need to get defenders like Atleti. One of the best defensive teams in the world, Jimenez, Hakimi, Hanko. They've got Lenormand, Luis Skelly, Molina, Ordonez. They've invested heavily, as here we go, getting rid of some players. On loan deals yet again, because I'm fragile. I don't like to lose these guys, who have good potential, as I've accepted plenty of offers for Virgil van Dijk. I would have accepted that one if the swap deal included Van Heck. Van Heck's actually gone to the Bundesliga with Wolfsburg, a player I really did like the look of. And whilst we wait for Van Dijk to leave, there is Leverkusen, who we do play in the Asian Elite Cup. And they just signed a player from Liverpool in Jarell Quansah. A huge sale at the time, but has decent potential. Only 25 still. Did Liverpool make a mistake in selling this man? 85 defending. And seeing as we only do need a backup, I think I'm going to bring Jarell Quansah back to Pool. And here we go. I'm actually a bit shaky on if we make this finale. I'm hoping in Season 4 because of Salah. 84. Now replaceable with Rio. He's an 84 himself. He's actually stepped into the team, and now he fully makes that step. Alongside Frimpong, who could have gone there. Jarell Quansah was signed, obviously, as an 84 rated backup next to an 83 and 86. The Liverpool first team being that good, we have had to hardly touch it. Having some of the world's best here at the moment, we've got Florian Wirtz at a 95. Who, get this, I've been looking at bids coming in. We've never had a bid for ball. We've got Isak, 37 goals. Cody Gakpo in this save. Immense. Now, his cutting inside and shooting on that right foot must be working. But unfortunately, in real life, it's not worked every week for my dream team. Fantasy, whatever. And we do get more points this time. Now, 3 defeats is still a lot. Don't trust that if we're going into knockout games. But 95 points is also a lot. And for the 4th time running, Liverpool do get that Premier League title. Love it. Not the title we need anymore, and we do get the Community Shield again. Now, that's genuinely getting boring, but we don't win the FA Cup. Beaten in round 3 by Stoke City with one of the world's best squads at the moment doesn't fill me with confidence going into the Champions League and the Carabao as well. Brentford, please, just don't be an off-season for us. As is that where Van Dijk went? I did accept an offer from the Bees. In fact, I accepted many, and I didn't realise again, like Joe Gomez, I accepted a Premier League rival in Chelsea, but he's 68 rated. Don't mind that at all, as the background might have just spoilt for you. We do make a Champions League final this year. The one trophy we are yet to win, because we've won everything bloody else. It's either you just win the Champions League or you win every trophy but it. We beat Barcelona on the way. We beat Leverkusen, who we just signed from. Galatasaray as well. But there's one player we need to beat. But we need to beat Real Madrid just because they do have Trent the Snake. As here come out the teams, I do like the new kits in this game. I think every team picked a nice kit going to this year. Oh, and Old Trafford too. Old Trafford is where Liverpool can win the Champions League. Probably not where they want to do it, but also they do as well. Home of the rivals, as here goes Rio. He has gone into the starting 11. Could have played Mohamed Salah. He would have liked it. Playing at Old Trafford again as Gravenberg with a run around. Jeremy Frimpong as a wing-back. Testing tactics I haven't tested in a while. A good ball towards Gakpo. It falls to Gravenberg, who we all know likes a bit of a screamer from time to time. Same as McAllister. Going to give it back into Ryan and go for it. Real Madrid sat deep, which I didn't expect to be thinking of them, as now McAllister steps away from Eder Militao. Florian Wirtz around the corner. Cody Gakpo has to be a goal. A brilliant whip in, and it's a goal for the man we have just filtered into the first team. Rio Nguma, however you say that name of his, gets the goal for Liverpool. 1-0 in the UCL finale, where we had to play him and Cody Gakpo. I didn't actually know that when you drive a shot across the ground, the playstyle plus still works. It's a great finish, and Mbappe, oh my days, on the turn. Nearly fires Real Madrid level, and Gravenberg needs to get it into Florian Wirtz. We need to go a little bit faster here. Rio Nguma, brilliant turn. Jeremy Frimpong in the middle now. Alexander Isak, dummies one way, now goes another. Rio again, chip that through the middle. Yes, we've got a really good team ourselves, but Jude Bellingham's going to be no pushover, same as this regen. Gravenberg with the block, though, and Salah I kind of want to put on now. I've focused on Rio a lot in this build. That's a brilliant ball down the line to him. Chips it in. Terrible ball. I think he's had his moment now, because on the counter-attack, Ardagula tries to hit it under Giorgio. Don't even let him catch it. Alexis McAllister does play it carefully so, and Gakpo has the ball. That means we're definitely cutting into the middle. Florian Wirtz feeds Alexander Isak too far away from the net to go for one of them finesses as Florian Wirtz. I see Rio is coming off in a minute for Mo Salah, but he's got the ball now and chipping it over. Florian Wirtz with the dummy run. Wirtz, it's an own goal, and a comical one at that. We might not get a funnier one this year. It's a brilliant run by Florian Wirtz. He deserves a goal for that alone, but it comes off the back of T-Bone, and now they'll get even more scared with Salah coming on. Really enjoyed this Liverpool save, and I know it's not the hardest challenge just to rebuild Liverpool or take them over, because we haven't had to rebuild them apart from their bench, but they'll get more difficult, will these challenges. I've got another beautiful challenge for Liverpool in the future, as here goes Mohamed Salah. Can he add a goal to his belt here with the finesse shot, aiming for that top corner? Oh, as Vinny Jr. into Mbappe. Struggling here at the back. Jude Bellingham. Bellingham finds the spare man in Ardagula. Okay, so it is going to be a nervy ending. The best team we've had in career mode makes for the toughest finale. Real Madrid have not been out of this. Got to try and keep the ball as we've stole it from their kickoff. The 87th minute, Isak needs to be up front. That ball is squeezed through, though, onto Mohamed Salah. Can we turn the nerves into excitement? No, we don't, because that's a terrible time to give the ball away. Dean Huijsen, though, struggling to get it forward. Valverde into Vinny, and they haven't moved quick enough. A 2-1 win for Liverpool, an own goal, and Rio make sure Liverpool win the Champions League, amongst many other things. As Uncle Mark lifts the trophy, the signing that had to happen, and I think will happen one day, probably the next window. Is it January? They did sign Van Dijk in January, so that could be a good calling for another centre-back. And if you do like this major team rebuild, we've done Chelsea, we've done United, but YouTube know what you want, and they're telling you these videos might suit you.